We are very excited to have Brian Crotty with us today, founder of Kokomo Yacht Club. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Really excited to be here.
I love it. And of course, we were talking before the show, kind of the history of how it all happened, but tell us a little bit about your move to Sarasota and how you conceptually came up with what you have today.
Yeah, well, first it was just a tax deduction.
We love that.
It's unbelievable. I was still working senior executive of a national company. We moved to Sarasota for a bit more relaxation. And actually, we moved here for golf. And so we're out in Lakewood Ranch. And as we got here, we just rented a little Freedom Boat Club and fell in love with the water. Like, oh, we need something bigger. And that started the first boat. And the first boat was December of 23. And it was just a tax deduction. And one thing led to another. We bought another one the day I retired, March of last year. That took off. We bought another one, that took off. And holy cow, we then started really understanding what is Sarasota all about. What we found special when we moved here was very much like it's a very casual, low-key environment, but it can get you absolutely anything and everything, except for a lot of access to the water. That's one thing we saw. Tons of folks moving here, but there's very, very limited ability to actually get on the water. And so the whole concept was, creating something to allow access and availability and ease.
Yeah. Make it easy. And I think it's interesting as we talked, you really came from the East Coast of Florida, right? Which of course I love because we're seeing that trend and you hit it on the head, kind of the more chill vibe, maybe not quite as splashy, but we love it. It has everything, here that we love. So that's fantastic. And I love the fact that you came for one lifestyle and discovered another. Because I think that's what Sarasota is all about. You get here and then you kind of figure out what vibe you like.
It's massively shifted. My wife and I are both single-digit golfers. We were 200 rounds a year. Now it's 20 rounds a year. I love that though. And then it's, we're at a couple country clubs and like Sarasota Yacht Club. It's just, there's so much to do in Sarasota, you can't do it all. And then of course we got into boating and we went a little crazy and we now have 17, various vessels to be able to really enjoy. But yeah, it really is awesome.
And I love that you talked about it as well. It's kind of that connectivity, right? We have all this waterfront here, but a lot of people don't get the opportunity to connect. And I think that's kind of where your concept was born.
It really, it was the ability to connect and the ability to do it with no stress. And so it really is one, I came here, if anyone's a boater in Sarasota, it's not if you ground your boat, it's when you ground your boat. 100%. I did it on my very first boat. I had it for 2 weeks. And it's one of those that this is the most treacherous waterway on the Gulf Coast. It's the most beautiful waterway. Honestly, I've got boats in Sarasota and Tampa and St. Pete and Anna Maria. Sarasota waters are beautiful, but they're also super shallow. So you gotta know what you're doing. And so it was about being able to provide access, but also how do you get the pure joy of boating without any of the headache or hassle of ownership or even having the captain?
Yeah. And I love that because I think, but boat owners know, right? Kind of the what you have to do to make it all happen. And there's always like a little stress level to it, right? A lot. So this is a concept that kind of takes that away because your boats are all manned.
Everything we do is all captained and or mated depending on the size of the vessel that you're on. So you just, when I said the pure joy, that's it. You literally come aboard and you're pampered the entire time. You and your guests just have fun, and when you're done, we take care of all the rest.
Yeah, love that. Make it all happen and take it all away at the end as well. So.
That's right.
So,
and you have no hurricanes.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah, exactly. So awesome. So let's explore the super yacht a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll show you around.
Okay, awesome.
So welcome to the salon of our 112 footer that you called just Superstar. Superstar.
I love that.
We absolutely love it. It's a huge setup here. This is a 112 foot long, 23 foot beam, and 3 full stories high. She sleeps 8, so it's 4 bedroom, 4 bath for guests for multi-day type of adventures. And it also holds a staff of 5. So we can really have some pretty awesome events on multi-days, but then for member use, they can actually have a bunch of private events on here as well. And we could have 50-ish folks for folks that are actually the owners of the boat.
Yeah, I love that. So we talked a little bit about the concept and how it evolved. And so you have private charters, but also obviously Kokomo Yacht Club. And so there's different experiences both ways.
Yeah, the whole ecosystem is Kokomo Yachts. And there's actually 3 divisions now, 4 actually within that. You got the charter side. You're a public guest and you just want to be able to go out as an event, right? Once or twice a year type of thing. Yep, that's our charter company. It's a very different company that follows different rules, Coast Guard rules. And so you're limited to essentially 12 folks on a charter side. But hey, we've got it if you just want it as an event. Then we have Kokomo Yacht Club, which is where you want boating as a lifestyle. But part of that lifestyle is you don't want the headache or the hassle of actual ownership of the boat. Right. You actually own pieces of it, but we do all of it. We own we do all the management and everything else. You have the pure joy of boating without any of the headache or hassle. But then we also have plenty of folks that own their own yacht, but we then have SRQ Yacht Management that does the full yacht management for them and also does cost offsets with both charters and private.
Okay, interesting. Love that gamut of different options essentially, but love it. And so obviously we're on this amazing yacht, just brought over from the East Coast, right?
That's right.
Love it. So only a week or two in.
Yep.
So obviously that's amazing, but what about the rest of the fleet?
So we have 17 other vessels. In fact, I just signed a contract for our 18th yesterday. We have 17 other vessels, mostly in Sarasota, but we're really concentrated on Sarasota to St. Pete.
Gotcha.
I don't want to be huge. I just want to be Sarasota to St. Pete.
Yeah.
And primarily because I moved here, I retired here. This is allegedly my retirement, and now I play with boats.
I love that though.
Right?
Yeah. You're trying to retire. You just couldn't get there.
I can't stop. This is actually my second retirement. I didn't make it that long. But if you look at the fleet, it starts with basic day boats, like the open bow, wind in your hair, same thing, all captained. But the smallest one we have is still 35 feet long. And then you'll see another one called Exit Strategy that's 54 feet long as a day boat.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Wow.
So you got day boats, we have sailboats, we have sail cats, we have power cats, we have monohull yachts. We've got anywhere from 45 to 112 foot yachts. So half days, full days, sunsets, multi-days.
Yeah.
You got it all.
And I think that's the beauty of it, right? It's a menu, right? You get to choose, pick and choose kind of what fits your, not only your lifestyle, but your day.
Yeah, and honestly, if you look at it, choose your experience. Don't just choose your vessel, but what kind of experience. Our offshore fishing vessel is probably one of the baddest ones you're gonna find in all Sarasota.
Yeah.
A 45-foot yellowfin with 600s on the back. You get there quick. And it's not just the boats, our staff are amazing. They're clearly all US Coast Guard credentialed, but the hospitality aspect of what they bring to the table is amazing. So they've become personal friends with many of our members of the club.
Yeah, I love that. And I think for me too, obviously in the luxury real estate world, there's always this balancing act. Many people who want to boat, yacht, etc. And but they maybe have had experiences with it, know what a monster it can be.
Brutal.
And so this just provides a nice way to approach it with, like you said, no headaches.
It's completely it. In fact, many of our members, the wife joined because the wife has gone to the husband saying, I'm done being your mate. I'm done being screamed at. I'm done doing your lines. We're joining the club. And they've never looked back. They've had an amazing time.
Yeah. No, I love that. I think it makes total sense.
Yeah.
So Brian, we're on this amazing super yacht, right? And so, but how do you really experience everything it's about?
Let me show you. All right. So coming down off the back, just look at the size of the overall swim platform.
Yeah,
of course, I just love the name Superstar.
Yeah, of course.
But what we've got designed for this boat is we're bringing the Bahamas to Sarasota. I mean, it's never been done. So we just ordered all of the swim, the blow-ups that, like, there's gonna be a swimming pool off the back that is 15 feet by 18 feet.
Oh my God.
That you're gonna step off into. And then the jet skis will come off the top, and that's its own platform out there with sea bobs and all the other water toys. This whole Aquabana thing with a whole awning that's gonna be out there. So we'll literally cruise for the day. We'll have another crew going, setting up all the float.
Wow.
The yacht will pull right up to it, connect right to it. Eventually we'll put a slide on the side. I'm telling you, it'll be like nothing ever seen.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
We're pretty excited about it.
Again, it's the whole experience, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes the difference.
Yeah, and I mean, we're talking about a 112-foot super yacht, but this is the unique top of the top, right? This is the crown jewel of what we've got in the fleet.
Yeah.
When you look at everything else, all of our vessels will hit sandbars, and dolphins follow our boats like crazy. And we can go to restaurants, we can go to day trips and down to Boca Grande or St. Pete or Tampa or wherever you want to go. But a lot of times it's just folks have had a hard week or whatever it may be, I just want to go and enjoy the sunset and Big Pass. Great. We just go and we do that.
Yeah, no, I love that. And that's the beauty of it, right? That, like I said, menu of different options, different boats, different day trips, different concepts.
Yeah.
I love it. It's really cool. And I think, obviously, being in the real estate world, we've seen, kind of Sarasota blow up a little bit.
Yeah.
COVID and post-COVID, it's still moving. I think bringing that, interesting group of people, traditionally Midwest, but probably Northeast and East Coast more now. And I think they all love it. They all see the access to the water, but this is another method to get them there.
This is, in my opinion, I may be biased, the best message to get there. I'm that guy. I moved here for what I thought was Sarasota, and it's so dramatically different. And once you get on this water, the amount of people I've talked to that have never been on the water yet.
Yeah.
And then once they get on, they're like, oh my God, they had no idea. And it really is an open access to be on the water, not just in a 20-foot or 18-foot boat, which are fine, but you can be on the water in style and class and really have a wonderful time and get the best of everything.
Yeah. And that's what I love about it. And I think you've been in Sarasota for a couple of years now. Things are going well. I mean, it's happening.
Yeah, it's beyond our wildest expectations. Like I said earlier, this wasn't a planned business.
Right.
No one says, I'm going to retire from tech and go into boating as a business. But it's one of those that the demand is there. There's so much building on land.
Yeah.
So much real estate explosion on land. It's unbelievable.
Right.
But there's been absolutely no improvements to the waterways here in Sarasota in decades.
Yeah.
And so people are coming in saying they want to bring my 50-foot or 80-foot yacht. You can't, there's no slips.
Yeah.
And so, and there's no, and then, you also have to be careful with the draft because it's super shallow. So
for sure,
we've been able to curate something that unfortunately is not available to most people in Sarasota just because of the development.
Yeah, and it does make sense because obviously we saw that change, right? Where there used to be slips available almost everywhere. Boom, they're all gone essentially. Obviously some of the storms took out a few of those too. So, but I think again, it's an easy avenue to the water. Right?
It's a very easy avenue to water, especially like our main facility. We're here at Marina Jackson.
Yeah.
But our main facility is at the Quay, right? Brand Ocean Prime and the Ritz Residence is over there. And we're the dock master and we've got a third of that marina.
Yeah.
And that's where, again, experientially, we've got a bunch of parking. The staff meets you at the street, comes right on down, brings you onto the vessel. You start and depart over from the Quay. It's a really nice setup.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's amazing. And I think it is great to be located downtown Sarasota. Yeah. I imagine you're picking up a few members that are in these condos all around. I mean, it is really easy access.
We have a ton of members that are right here downtown because they just walk to us.
Yeah.
But we also have huge pockets from Lakewood Ranch. Even Palmer Ranch comes up.
Yeah.
Anywhere west or anywhere east. I'm used to the other side of Florida. You got to reverse it. Anywhere east. And then the amount of folks we've actually got on the barrier islands is pretty material.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's everywhere. We even have people that live on the water with their own docks and they still join the club.
Yeah. I can imagine that. Again, it's the stress-free way to do it, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. I love that. So Brian, anything else we should know about Kokomo, anything else that's going on?
Make it more fun. Well, we decided to acquire Offshore Sailing School, which is the #1 sailing school in the country.
Really?
And we're going to specifically be here in Sarasota and St. Pete. So
wow.
You can charter, you can become a member, we can manage your yacht, or you can do the education. We can teach you how to be able to boat and sail on mono hulls, on sailing cats, on power cats, on power boats.
Yeah.
So look for that coming as well.
That's a really great avenue because I think everybody, aspires to be a boater, but it's also, very much a learning curve.
Yeah.
So that's right.
And
I learned the hard way a few times.
When you're figuring out where's that number to tow USA or like
Exactly. On my speed dial.
But yeah, so we actually think that's a great addition to the overall Kokomo ecosystem of the yacht management, the chartering for those that just want it as an event, the boating as a lifestyle, and then the boating as an education for you to do your own thing. It really rounds it out. And we're right here in Sarasota.
Yeah, I love it. I love the convenience. I love the concept. Yeah. Brian, thank you so much for being on the episode of Talking Trends. It's been a pleasure.
Truly my pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you for joining us on this edition of Talking Trends. Till next time.